Welcome back. And in our sports news, Ian Poulter beat Luke Donald in the World Match Play Championship final on Sunday to deny his fellow Briton the world #1 ranking. In a scrappy encounter, Poulter sealed a 2-1 victory to become the first player to win both World Match Play titles on either side of the Atlantic. Both players had nudged a hole in front at various stages, but a stunning 45-foot birdie putt by Poulter on the 12th brought him back level.
The right shots at the right time. I think I hold a couple of key putts today. I got tired out there this afternoon. Played a lot of holes this week and hit a couple of sloppy shots, but I made up for it with, a couple of decent pitches at the right time and obviously holding, like a 50-foot putt, which definitely helped.
David Toms erased the bitter memory of his playoff loss at last week's Players' Championship when he clinched his 13th PGA Tour title by one shot at the Colonial Invitational on Sunday. A stroke behind South Korean Charlie Wee going into the final round, Toms eagled the par 5 11th on his way to a 3-under par 67. The 44-year-old American shrugged off his only bogey of the round at the difficult 17th and safely parred the last for a 15-under total of 265. Playing partner Wee, seeking his first victory on the US circuit, briefly led by 3 strokes early in the final round, but had to settle for second place after closing with a 69. Red Bull's Formula One champion Sebastian Vettel took his 4th win in 5 races on Sunday in the Spanish Grand Prix. McLaren's Lewis Hamilton finished second, just 0.6 seconds behind after harrying the 23-year-old German over the closing laps in a far closer finale to a race that many had forecast would be a duel between the dominant Red Bulls. Hamilton's teammate and fellow Briton Jenson Button was third, beating Red Bull's Australian Mark Webber for the final place on the podium and helped by a 3-stop strategy to the others' 4. Vettel stretched his championship lead over Hamilton, the 2008 champion and only man to have beaten him so far this year, to 41 points.
I'm very, very happy. A great result. And after yesterday, I think another, confirmation that we are very strong. But surely, today, as expected, not by many people, or many people said today this will not be a race. It will be only between Mark and myself. We've seen, boom, turn one, a Ferrari is there, and then the McLarens give us a very hard time. So that's why I think I'm even more happy today that we made it, because these guys were pushing very hard. But I'm just happy now.
And Danica Patrick and Marco Andretti both qualified for next week's Indianapolis 500 with late runs on Sunday after being in danger of missing out. Patrick, who had struggled for speed during Saturday's pole day, posted a 4-lap qualifying average of 224.861 miles per hour before Andretti squeezed through with 224.628 on the final run of the day. Andretti qualified in 28th. 5 former champions, including last year's winner Dario Franchitti of Britain, and 5 rookies also qualified for the 100th Indy 500, which is scheduled for May 29th. And Chelsea sacked its manager Carlo Ancelotti on Sunday, a year after he led them to the League and FA Cup double in his first season in charge, and the day that Manchester United lifted the Premier League trophy. Chelsea completed a disappointing campaign with a 1-0 Premier League defeat at 10-man Everton to finish second in the standings, 9 points behind champions Manchester United and ahead of Manchester City, only on a goal difference. 2 hours later, the club issued a statement on their website that Ancelotti would no longer be managing Chelsea. Not even the arrival of Spanish striker Fernando Torres for a record £50 million in January could transform their fortunes, and Ancelotti's departure, with a year left on his contract, came as no surprise. And finally this evening, the curtain came down on the 64th Cannes Film Festival. Film director Terrence Malick won the Palme d'Or for Best Picture with The Tree of Life. Only his 5th feature, The Contemplation on the Origins of Life and Where We Go When We Die, was among the firm favourites to walk off with the coveted award, one of the most prized in the movie calendar after the Oscars. US actress Kirsten Dunst won the Best Actress category for her role in Melancholia. And Best Actor went to Jean Dujardin for his role in The Artist, a remake of a 1920s silent black and white romance that transported audience back to the pre-talkie era in Hollywood. And now let's take a look at the local and international weather forecast for tomorrow. And before we head out, here are the top stories again. Business leaders gather at the 4th Arabian Business Forum. UAE in global top 10 for consumer confidence. Tornado kills at least 89 people in the US. And Dubai's positive economic outlook to aid UAE's growth. Well, that brings us to the end of the bulletin. As always, we'd love to hear your comments. You can contact us at news@city7tv.com or by calling us on 04367 2230. And please do join our Facebook page. From the entire news team, it's goodbye for now.